The Sathanas entered the Capella system and obliterated the line of defense we had established to intercept it. We now have no choice but to send in the Colossus. With its beam cannon still operational, the Sathanas has sufficient firepower to win this engagement. Your wing will be scrambled immediately. There is no time to select your ship or armaments. Your mission is to neutralize these remaining beam cannons as quickly as possible. If you fail, we risk losing the Colossus and the Capella system.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Freespace 2, The Disaster.
You have only one forward beam cannon to neutralize. Acquire your target and engage.
Yeah, you might be a little bit confused because I took out all of the Juggernaut's beam cannons last time. Yeah, as I mentioned, that was in the mission simulator, so I actually only took 3.
Support ship, the Shevans have scrambled the wing of fighters, designation Cancer. Do not let them impede your mission, Alpha.
Not a big deal compared to the Sathanas' cannons. Now, I'm not sure if the Sathanas has enough firepower to win this with 1 cannon, but it'd be at least close. With 2 cannons, it could definitely defeat the Colossus. So it kind of gives you the point of how badly outgunned even the Colossus is by this thing. Those 4 forward beam cannons, I think, if they were all online at the same time, the Colossus would probably die in 4 hits, I think I'm right saying, if they all hit, for maximum damage. So, yeah, we don't want those online, and that was why we took them down. But the Sathanas is actually terribly armed for a ship of its size once you take down those cannons. So it's kind of strange, and it's really sort of the whole idea of the Shevans in this incursion. They seem to be a lot more attack orientated than they were last time. All of their ships have sort of, all their ships are based on having first strike capability because they're pretty poor at actually defending themselves from attack. Wonder if anything like that will come up soon.
All cannons are down. Repeat, all cannons are down. Eliminate targets of opportunity, but be careful. It's all up to the Colossus now.
Unfortunately, I believe that I've pissed off just about everything by doing that. Now, the Sathanas is really just a big target now. It does have 1 large beam towards the back of it, but that's not going to be able to face the Colossus at any point. So, the Colossus, the job of the Colossus now is just to simply blow this thing out of the weeds, which will take a while. I mean, the Sathanas actually has more quote-unquote hit points than the Lucifer did in the first game. And don't forget that we destroyed the Lucifer simply by destroying its reactors with a bomb that was designed to utterly wreck subsystems, which is what the Harbinger does. It's got insane subsystem damage, and I'm getting murdered by this flak. Flak's usually not a huge problem as long as your shield's up, but I was getting bathed in so much flak there that my shields were down. I'm trying to find safe spots here to try and take the Sathanas out. Let's get rid of this flak turret. I'm also pursuing my own sort of objective in this mission, which you'll hopefully see a little bit later. But there goes that flak turret. And you can see the rear beam turret there, and the Colossus just beaming the hell out of the Sathanas here. But you'll have to take my word for it, the Colossus in a fair fight is no match for a Sathanas. I'm going to take out some of these Shevan fighters because, as you can see, it's 4-on-1 at the moment, and I am pretty badly damaged. So I'm going to keep on the move and try and take some of these fighters out, and just let the Colossus do its thing. Kind of makes me wonder, actually, how did the Sathanas obliterate what was waiting for it if it only had 1 cannon?
Colossus the Juggernaut has sustained only moderate damage. You need to direct more energy through your main guns.
We're having difficulty stabilizing the power grid, Command. Shutting down non-essential systems.
I mean, to be fair, this is the one part of this mission which I think you probably wouldn't see in modern day Freespace mods. Would be just this sort of area where it's like there's no panic. The Sathanas is not a the Sathanas is now not a threat. What you could potentially have or if they wanted to make this a little bit more dramatic, was they could have had the Sathanas either powering up its subspace drives or showing that it was regenerating its forward cannons or something along those lines. Because at the moment there's really no need for the Colossus to do anything stupid.
More firepower, Colossus. The whole integrity of the Sathanas has fallen below 50%.
Heat sinks were not made for this kind of abuse, Command. We'll melt down our cannons if we push any harder.
Because, you know, at this point an Orion could take out the Sathanas. There's really no, you know, there's actually no need at this point to have the Colossus in this engagement. But I'm going to head for the Colossus at this point, because if any more of those anti-fighter beams hit me, then I'm in major trouble. And the Colossus continues to just beam its way through the Sathanas. Hopefully this shouldn't take too much longer, and hopefully I've also got what I came here for, which is one of the advantages of leaving a beam cannon intact, to tell you the truth.
We're almost there, Colossus. Target has gone critical. The war must end here and now.
Secondary and tertiary reactors are down. Fire control is on the verge of redline. We're giving it all we've got.
Again, the whole sort of idea of what's supposed to be happening here is that the Sathanas has at least some firepower focused on the Colossus. But, you know, there's no reason sort of given in mission as to why the Colossus is pushing itself to this degree. And I think that that's probably, if I had any sort of disappointment with this game, that would be, this mission would probably be it, because it just doesn't make sense for the Colossus to, whoa, that beam shot straight through it.
The Sathanas is going down. All units stand clear. Well done. Secure the area and our work here will be finished.
Well, there you go. Thanks to the awesomeness of, well, me really, but we'll say the bomber wings, we've taken down something that should be pretty much indestructible. And all it cost us was the vast majority of our fleet. But what you'd hope at this point is that Allied Command would see that there is usually a bigger, you know, there's always a bigger fish out there, and let's face it, if there's something worse than the Sathanas out there, there is no way that we'll be able to stop it. So, maybe a little humility?
We have eliminated Cancer Wing.
Well, that is it, I believe. The Sathanas is now in pieces. The Colossus is victorious, having melted down its subsystems for little to no reason, but with the Sathanas destroyed, maybe we can start thinking about repairing the damage that this incursion's done.
After reviewing your service record and the recommendations of your superior officers, Allied Command has authorized your promotion. Congratulations, Lieutenant. With the destruction of the S.J. Sathanas, Allied Command has declared a decisive victory. In the months ahead, we will isolate and eradicate the remnants of the Shivan fleet. This operation could not have succeeded without your intervention, pilot. By neutralizing the forward beam cannons of the Sathanas, you gave the Colossus the advantage it required to win the battle. For your outstanding record of service, you are hereby awarded the Nebula Campaign Victory Star. This medal recognizes your contributions to our mission of exploration and containment, from your first engagement in Gamma Draconis to our victory in the Capella system. Most notably, we commend you for 3 successful sorties against the Shivan juggernaut Sathanas. Congratulations, Terran.
And you will notice that I've been promoted to full lieutenant only a couple of missions after being promoted to Lieutenant JG, and this is why. Check out these stats. 8 kills, and one of them is, yep, I got credit for the Sathanas kill because I dealt the most damage that wasn't dealt by beam cannons. So, ha! I rule, I killed the Sathanas, I got promoted for it, and, well, we'll see where we go this time, but that's a pretty impressive kill list. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I will see you next time.